the Yankee folks would come through on their way to Florida. We say Florida, but they Florida, particularly the ones from Minnesota, who end every little syllable with an upswing. You know what I'm talking about? You betcha. The people from Minnesota would come flying through here on the way to Florida for the winters, like birds hibernating. You know, every winter, here they come snowbirds, all the way headed for Florida, back and forth, back and forth. And Stuckey organized his business to take advantage of the opportunity that he seen coming. And y'all, when I was a young'un, we'd be standing there and we'd watch them four-hole Buicks. How many never know what that is? Here come them old four-hole Buicks with a Yankee dressed in the Yankee uniform. Any of you ever noticed what that was? It'd be a pair of shorts that was pulled way up to here, and he'd have on black sandals, remember? And he'd have on knee socks that had come up under it, and them shorts was made out of last year's curtains. That was your dad. And the shirt that he'd have on would be made out of the curtains from the year or two before that, and they didn't match. It was a plaid, but it weren't the same. And he'd always have on a hat that says, "Hi, I'm an alcoholic. In case of an emergency, get me a beer," you know. But here he'd get out and he'd walk around and say, "Geez, Marge, we're here at Stuckey's. Let's go and buy some candy, take home to Barb and Walter and all the people back home." I loved it. Oh, it was wonderful. Here they would come, and my uncle would see them coming, and he put up roadside signs out there right next to all the Stuckey's signs that said 3 miles to Stuckey's. He said, "See, alligator wrestling." And he built this place right down from the Stuckey store. And every time they'd stop and leave Stuckey's, they was all refreshed, and they'd been to the bathroom, and everything was wonderful, and they'd go to watch the alligators wrestling. My uncle got $5 apiece from every Yankee on his way from Minnesota to Florida to watch him wrestle with his dog that he painted green. You think we ain't smart?